0 seconds. I love it.
We
Hi,
are
everyone.
also
Classic Ian.
live.
Classic Ian.
Hi, y'all. Welcome to this here game,
This game, what D&D we play?
Dungeon Dragon. How many dungeon, how many dragons so far? We're actually more dragons per capita than I was expecting.
Yeah.
Never before, really.
Off to a very strong start, on my opinion, I would say.
Yeah. I mean, like, that is... So, is Dungeons & Dragons the goal? Or is it the starting point? This is my question. Do you start with Dungeons & Dragons? Or do you end in Dungeons & Dragons?
I guess it depends on the dungeon
Yeah.
and the dragon.
Yeah, that's fair. I think it's like a good like
Very
suggestion.
subjective, I think.
If your game has
Yeah.
dungeons and dragons,
decide.
try to use this system maybe. The ones that's Dungeons and Dragons is in the name of. You'd think it'd be the common choice.
That one.
What a week. What a week it has been in between.
It's been a week. It's been a while. So I think what we all need is a nice, chill, apology sandwich type of episode where we're going to hang out, have fun, and be with our buddies. Maybe get a little bit more backstory on some of our favorite characters and NPCs. That sounds like fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we might as well dive in with our intro here. So, welcome everyone to Iskar Academy. Ooh, I love the hands.
I've been doing it a lot, like
Ooh.
Iskar Academy. I've been doing that
I
a
didn't
lot.
notice because I've been reading my script, but now I can see both. And oh man, I'm missing out. We are an elite school specializing in the training of the future heroes of our realm. Our 3-year program prepares you for leadership and networking opportunities across the 2 continents. Our professors have extensive training in their areas of focus and often real-world experience in combat. Located in scenic Caracat in the heart of the Eastern Continent, we know you have many options for your mandatory training, and we're confident you'll be happy for choosing us. Yours in adventure, Headmasters Isolda and Cardamon. Welcome everyone again, and I'm Melissa. I'm your game master, and as always, I am joined by
Me, Laura. I'm playing Lark, Reeve, the High Elf Cleric.
Me, Luna, who's playing Moss, our rogue bard multi-class extraordinaire.
Me, Ian, I'm playing your lovable little scamp Charr, your kobold paladin who is taller than you think.
Gemma, I'm playing Celeste Harvest Moon, a human warlock who's new.
Woo!
Yeah!
no. Look at you guys being so nice to humans today. Nobody
Very
cute
nice.
humans.
If there's been any theme in the series so far, and the series is so far, at least one human has been deserving of kindness so far. At least
One of them.
Did our
Only
son-
one.
Who is
Oh,
it?
That's like Tabby's like,
Who is it?
Arsene, yeah, I mean he's earned his place, but
But he is a rich cis white man, so he's on thin
Yeah.
fucking ice all the time.
Yeah.
You know, got to be a little extra wary still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna start off with a little bit of background stuff that we've been saving up. So we never rolled for Moss's second main class. So this is the Bard class, and also since Celeste joined us, we haven't rolled for Celeste classes to see how they went. So seeing as you guys are going to be talking about the dance and the exams, it seems like you guys should probably know how you did. So both Luna and Gemma, if you guys can roll me a d20, and then you're going to be able to add either a d4 or a d8 depending on how often you went to class. So if you were an excellent, perfect student, showed up on time every day, you get to add a d8. And if you were pretty good, but sometimes you slid in 20 minutes late, then you get a d4. And if you were
Could
just
I
kind
roll
of
a d6 as the in-between spot between
sure,
for those
why
2?
not?
Okay.
Why not? You're
Thank
like,
you.
I like Ryland, but how much do I like Ryland?
Exactly. It's like Moss still is never going to be a perfect student. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah, like, look, I like you, but let's be honest here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, how do you do?
I got a 7.
7 total
Yup.
on your D20 and your.
D4.
You got it.
I got a 7.
You did show up late, you know. You started the semester late, you know, it's not your fault.
I showed up late.
We're gonna lead into that. That your professor, Eltrand, who is definitely a little bit more of a hard ass, was just like, yeah, you didn't do the assignments, and you're like, I couldn't do the assignments, and he's like, you didn't do the assignments. So yeah, you got like what's a 7 out of 12? A 20? It's like 30%? No, it's more than that.
It's like 35%.
Someone math me.
That's
35%, yeah.
35%. There you go. You didn't get any transfer credits yet because, you know, teachers are douches, apparently. How did you do, Moss?
So I rolled a natural 18, and then I rolled a 5 on the D6, so I have a 20.
Okay, so you got a perfect score in Bard class. Rylan likes you. He thinks you're really good at what you do.
And in rogue class, even though I always show up a little late.
Yep. And then Gemma, we've got 3 more classes for you. The 3 electives that you chose. So first, give me a history check, just a straight history check with your bonus.
Cool. I got an 18.
Nice. Very good in history class. You're doing quite well. Arcana. There's like a slightly worried look.
I got a 13.
Okay. And that includes your bonus.
Okay.
Yeah, you're doing all right. Certainly, again, same problem. You've transferred midterm. And animal handling.
Cool. A 16.
There you go. Animals love you. They want to hang out with you. Sometimes you get so distracted in the stables that you like forget you're supposed to be doing classwork because horses.
That sounds good.
Right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so you guys have a little bit more about what you did in your classes this year. But you just finished this test that the school put you under, and it's now, 11, 12 at night. So it's going to be a late night little party you guys are having here. Does anyone do or get anything to go to Veera's room? What are you bringing with you?
Moss was in charge of the drinks. So Moss did bring like just a good mixer, just good vodka, and then everything else is like juices that we can just make mocktails with for those of us who do not want to drink. So just juices and just like mixers. That's what she's bringing.
I found a potion in my pocket, so I'm bringing that.
That's true. Everyone can just. This is, and based on what we know that potion is, which everyone will find out later. That's gonna make for a very fun little game, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, Celeste doesn't know what it is, but whatever. Yeah.
Really fun.
And then yeah. That's all.
And obviously, I'm gonna bring a Cobb salad. That was never.
Just one Cobb salad, or like
Well,
Just
like
like
one
a
big one.
serving? Or
Yeah, one
like a
big one.
Okay, are
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
holding a giant bowl? That's beautiful.
Like a tray. Okay. Like
Beautiful.
Awesome. All right. And have you guys decided on your outfits yet, or are they in progress?
Moss is just gonna show up as she normally does to things. She's not like obviously a little less armed probably, but like in general she's not really treating this
You're
as
not dressing
anything.
up. You're just going to show
Yeah.
up for a hangout. Yeah.
Yeah.
No PJs.
I'm gonna wait until Moss shows up at my door, and then I'm gonna decide based on what Moss is wearing.
Moss is wearing her normal attire, just a little less geared up than normal.
So
Like,
let's
just
say,
like-
what's Celeste wearing?
She's wearing like this. Well, she's wearing what she came in, which is sort of like this loose blouse thing and pants, basically.
Nice. Okay.
She's throwing a robe, like one of those long robes.
Like nice soft one, like for indoors or outdoors?
It could be both, but probably for indoors.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So you both arrive at the same time at Lark's store. And Lark, you open the door to see your two friends dressed pretty normally, seeming pretty relaxed for what you, I'm sure, are not feeling is going to be relaxed. Like, I'm sure you were on edge.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I'll look between the both of them. Then I'll get dressed. And then I'll grab my Cobb salad. I'm ready to go. I've been probably ready and pacing for a good 2 hours, you know.
It's just like,
Right,
how do you
making
get to
friends
this
is
stage?
fun.
Okay. You guys head up to the second floor since Veera is a second year student. Her room is up there. And you head down the hallway until you find the door with her name on it, and you can hear kind of like people talking inside fairly quietly. You can't really tell what they're saying from outside unless you really want to try listening like ear to the door.
Just knock.
Casual. That's a casual knock, right?
Yeah, like just normal knock.
I imagine like Moss goes knock. It's like, wait, what's the most casual knock?
No, I think more like Lark stops her.
Oh no, like Lark stops your hand. Like, no, wait.
Like one bang, two, and then a one. Is there like a no?
You're overcomplicating it. You're over.
Okay.
Just a knock.
No, but you only get one chance to make a first impression, and this is it.
They've
It's the
already
knock.
met us.
Well, I know, but this is.
Let me.
Yes, they're gonna get introduced. They're really nice. I knock.
Okay. You knock on the door and it opens shortly. The person who's answered the door is indeed Veera. Veera is a very lovely Triton girl with pale green skin and kind of yellow makeup that she dots on various parts of her body for aesthetics. And so she sees you all and she's like, oh, hey, come on in. She notices Celeste and she's like, hey.
Hi.
Love the full body wave. Oh, come on in. There's some gentle music playing. Anya's in there hanging out. Looks like she's just kind of vibing. The room overall looks pretty well lived in. There's a lot of like really nice fabrics. It looks very almost not quite decadent exactly, but like it's very well put together. Like everything is hand embroidered or like silks and things like that. She also has a very large fish tank that's set up by her window, and she's got a few fish swimming around in it. Looks like mostly there's like pillows on the floor for people to sit on, but there's the bed as well, of course.
How many people are there?
Yeah.
Right now it's just the 5 of you. It's
Yay.
Okay.
it's
Hi, Veera. Hopefully it's okay. We invited our new friend Celeste over too. That's all right with you.
yeah. I mean, seems nice.
Thanks.
She's nice. I just wanted to make sure. Sorry, a little last minute on that, but
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah.
That's what adventuring is all about, right?
yeah, surprises. Anyway, we just go in now. Me as a player is awkward.
Yeah, there's like an awkward
cool.
mood in this room right now.
I brought a salad.
Wow, that's great.
I know. I wasn't sure what to bring.
I brought the
She brings
drinks. Both.
plates or forks or anything. Literally just a giant bowl of salad.
Shit, you're right. You're absolutely right. Why didn't you say that at first when I said I was bringing a salad? Oh, you're gonna bring bowls? No, you left it till now? What? Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Anya notices you kind of getting anxious and she's like, it's fine. Look, watch this. And she like finishes her like cup and then she like scoops her cup into the salad. So she has a mug of salad. See, problem solved. And she just like bites a piece of lettuce off the top.
I look at Moss and I'm like, she's so cool.
She's so nice and so cool. Anya is eyeing Celeste and she's like, you got any tattoos?
I don't think so, but that could change.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you have tattoos?
So this is Anya. So Anya has lots.
Anya
Anya
has-
has,
Oh, sorry, I thought it was Veera.
no, no.
Sorry, that was Veera. I was like,
Anya's the one who takes the scoop and eats out the top of it. And, yeah. Veera's too cool for that shit. But yeah, so she has quite a few. She has a really gorgeous like octopus that looks like it's like midway through strangling her. That's kind of her like her biggie showy piece.
That's amazing.
It's pretty well done.
Yeah, Celeste is just kind of awkwardly like looking at it,
Yes.
real
studying
close.
it. Yeah.
Wow.
Cool, right? My dad gave it to me.
Like the tattoo or like as a gift?
No, like he did the tattoo for me. Like that's how I learned to do tattoos.
Cool.
It's really cool.
It looks like that would be painful.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's tattoos. Yeah, you're getting stabbed with a needle to deposit ink.
Do you have tattoos, Moss?
Sorry, what?
Asking Moss if Moss has tattoos.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
They're kind of hidden under fur right now, but
Oh. Did you do they?
yeah.
Did you-
these-
Okay.
Yeah,
I was
we-
like, oh, did you used to be bald? I just wanted to,
No. It's like kind of like where my hip ends. Like Moss is like kind of wearing what I don't want to call it a pelt, but like because she has fawn legs, so like we don't want those to be restrained. So it's kind of like a pelt like skirt situation. So she doesn't like fully take off her, but she like just lowers the band a little bit and like she points to like under where the fur starts and the skin meets. It's like it's kind of like over there, so we had to shave that back. It's down there. Anyway. It was like a weird stick and poke. I was drunk. It's fine.
Oh, like here or like in the Feywild?
No, back at Quickmore. That was like, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It was just like a quick, it was a drunk decision. It's fine.
All the
What-
best tattoos are drunk decisions, says Anya.
What's it of?
It is actually of a dandelion. Yeah, it's of a dandelion. It's actually really cute, but considering it's a stick and poke, but it's kind of covered up right now, so
Okay.
you
Well-
seem so surprised.
I mean, I guess I didn't think a lot about what was under your fur. I don't know. I just
No, that's
didn't.
fair.
you
That's
know.
fair.
But it's just the one under your fur?
Yeah, it's just the one. That's all I really have. I haven't really decided what else I want to put permanently on my body yet. That's all.
What about a piercing? Anya, do you do piercings?
You're
Of
muted.
course I do. Piercing is like tattooing, but faster. Anya does indeed have several piercings. She has like one of these, was a septum in the middle of the nose. Lots on her ears, and then she's got some, I think they're subdermal ones, the ones that are like in your skin above your eyebrows. So like not
Yeah.
a piercing of your eyebrow, but full on like. So those are the ones you can see. She may have more. But yeah, she'll pierce you, no problem.
What are you gonna get pierced, Lark? Wait,
Oh, no. I was asking for you.
what did you imagine me getting pierced? Is now the question.
I mean, anything.
I'll
You
think-
got soft ears. What the
Yeah,
soft
I
little ears?
have plenty of ear space, but you know what? We'll see.
I mean, we could probably even drill through one of your horns.
We're not doing that. Those don't go like
I
that's
mean,
not happening.
I don't- okay, that's fair. That's fair.
People do that back
Yeah.
home. They like do they don't drill straight through though because it's kind of weird, but they like do like like engrave, like they carve in a thin layer and then they fill it with like powdered gold or powdered like gemstone.
That's so cool.
Some people do that. I haven't done that yet. I don't really have a lot of gold sitting around.
Yeah. I still this is like a really good question. Does Mosh like shed her antlers? like do
That is entirely up to you. This
Okay, that is a
probably,
whole
like,
other question. Wait a
It's not
second.
in the book.
I would
Not in
think
the
that
book.
they
Not in the
would.
book.
I would think that they would, like, seasonally, like, oh, they've grown too big, and then they would, like,
Yeah, I feel like that's
shed
why
off
they're not
like
like
deer.
ginormous considering Moss's age. So, like, I guess it would only be there till I shed them again, but it's they still have the velvet on them. Like, that would still not be fun. You know, just I'm not in the mood for doing any piercings on my antlers, but people do it. Just never been something I've looked into.
Could you imagine how many different satyrs have their old antlers like fully decked out and like ornate, just saved like on walls? Like, oh, this I
Yeah.
remember this set of years. Insane.
That's also really cute, like from a parenting perspective. Like you see all the little little antlers from when you were growing up.
Oh, that's
Oh, like put them up on the wall.
We're-
It's so fucking cute. Like forget baby teeth, like antler sheds are where it's at.
In the Feywild, they wouldn't have a tooth fairy because there's probably actual Fey who like to gather teeth, like real creeps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would probably have like the antler demon who, like, they don't talk about demons unless it's like
It's
a
a wolf
folk
that just
tale.
wants to chew on the antler, like a dog.
It's a rawhide. That's all it is.
Yeah, it's a rawhide. They just want the rawhide. And we've just been villainizing them for so long.
So good.
Yeah, I just haven't thought of doing it. I guess we'll see. I guess worst case scenario, I could just wait for next shed season, but yeah. Oh, that's gonna be so uncomfortable here.
The whole
Oh, I just realized how
the whole
uncomfortable
thing, or is
that's
it
gonna
just,
be.
like the layers.
Hmm?
Does the whole she's asking like do your whole antlers come off and regrow, or is it just like a shedding layer?
No, it's like the whole thing. Like I'll be antlersless for a little bit until they come back in.
Yeah, probably not worth putting the effort into tattooing.
Yeah.
Or
It's not
Mark.
worth it. Hey,
Yeah.
at least you guys met me past Velvet Shed season. Like, well, actually, no, the new Velvet Shed season. I still have the Velvet. When Velvet Shed season comes around, it's gonna really look creepy. I apologize in advance.
I love in the chat, Bryn says, my great grandmother was a tooth fairy. We don't talk about her.
No, we don't.
Bryn being our one of our server buddies who's is going to become a Circle of Spores druid. Just
Yeah.
decided to switch disciplines from the more popular Circle of the Moon. So, you know,
Go.
hard decision.
Yeah, so yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of a look when Velvet Shedding happens. Yeah. Oh, that's gonna suck.
So like what season is that? Like is it coming up or
What season is it in game right now? It's like what, fall?
yeah, it's like October, November.
I have to like Google that in real life real quick.
That's right. You don't know if you don't know offhand. Shit, that's fair.
What do you mean you don't know deer shedding seasons?
Yeah, like
Cool.
what do you mean I don't know?
Shame. You should know
Um,
that off the top of your head.
So technically it ends like late September. So I still have like a month. Like we start like school starts in like August normally area. So I have like a month. I have one more month before like
So exams.
yeah,
Is it-
exam
does it
season.
hurt?
It's gonna
Is it like
it,
my
it just
fangs
gets
when they grow
really
kinda
it
hurt?
gets really uncomfortable and like itchy, but it looks really horrifying because it just strips of soft deer velvet coming off of my horns in a bloody fashion, but it doesn't hurt me. It just kind of looks gruesome.
That's awesome. War club is going to be so easy for you for like weeks.
Oh, that's gonna
walk
look
up to
so
someone and just
cool. Wait, you're right. That
tear
is
your
gonna look
horn
so
off?
cool.
You could beat someone alone with that. Alone.
You're technically right. You are technically right. You know what? You're right. You're right. But
Well, then
yeah,
that's
so for a
very
while
specific
they're just
from
gonna,
blood considering.
yeah. So for a while, like it's not gonna be cute. There's just gonna be like little patches of velvet, like I need to scratch off, and it's gonna be itchy and uncomfortable. It's gonna be a little gruesome, but for work clubs, it's gonna be great.
Yeah. Solid.
But yeah,
Metal, so metal.
Just like somebody walks by the dorm and peeks in and is like, yeah, and leaves.
and just leaves.
It's just a tabaxi.
Velvet is Moss's goth face.
The whisper bards are going crazy. They're fawning over you.
Oh my god.
Good one.
That's a good one.
That's it,
Sorry.
he's
I saw
done.
that in the chat and it broke me
Ian gets 2 experience points for puns.
for puns.
For
I'm
making a
noting
pun.
this. Thank you, thank you.
Anyway, so yeah, it's gonna suck for a little bit, but it'll be fine. So final season, I might be a little cranky because I'm uncomfortable, but it'll be fine.
Seems weird that the school would just time exams around a time that you were uncomfortable physically, but whatever.
Well, they do that for a lot of people, but you know.
Oh, I know. She's a half orc, so she definitely knows.
Yeah, like you get it. Anyway, so
Yeah, I'm tall though. That helps.
Yeah.
She's tall.
Yeah, she is tall.
Tallest one of you. Veera says, do we want to play a game or something?
Oh yeah, what do we want to play? I feel like Moss has already like sat down on one of the cushions, is like really comfortable. Just like
Yeah. Ian, if you want to be another random student, feel free to. Do you want to show up too as the 6th person, or are you?
Sure. Sure.
right,
Is
think
there
so.
any
They'd be like, sorry, do girls night mean just girls? I thought it was.
girls' night
Like an open
is more
invite.
inclusive than that, I would
That's-
believe. But
Yeah, of course.
Charr can come too. Char wants.
I think
Actually, you know
Char's
what? Veera
probably
would have
doing.
invited Charr. Veera likes Charr.
I think Char would have probably been embarrassed to go to a girls' night, being like, I don't want to involve myself and ruin the sanctity of girls' night. And he's probably at the library or something, looking up dragon stuff. He's probably plotting how he's gonna approach trying to go to the lake and when he's gonna get to do that and all that. He's probably planning stuff out. But I could definitely be involved as a
Yeah, where's a character you've played that you can throw in really quickly?
Let's see. A character that.
Veera suggests a few different games. A lot of them are like Never Have I Ever or Truth or Dare. She's like, we could even play Spin the Bottle if people want.
Does magic
guess.
come out of the bottle?
No, the bottle's mundane.
Oh, okay.
it's very mundane.
Yeah, it's just a mundane tool to give you an excuse to make out with your friends.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
I'm gonna give
But,
myself
we
a cup
did
of
it. We
salad.
did it all the time back home. So
Oh, we never played that.
Noticing Lark's awkwardness at Spin the Bottom. Like, okay, maybe we can do Never Have I Ever too.
yeah, it's a good way to get to know each other too.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. We're just waiting for one more person. The door, knocky knock. Who is it?
Out into the room comes a relatively studious Warforged, identifies more femme than not, and her name is Jen.
Jen the Warforged. Love it.
She is an artificer as well.
Artificer, nice.
But
now this is a party.
she
Now we're like,
Yeah. Yeah.
she walks in and hold on. Oh, can I get the effect going? Holy shit! Hold on. Okay, hold on. This is chorus. I wonder if it's sounding good. Is it popping up for
did
y'all?
not miss Jen. I did not miss Jen. I just realized before you were going to put that sound on, I was like, bitch again. Sorry.
Someone sent a message saying to pick up some cutlery. So I have, and out of a satchel comes a lot of like forks, knives, extra little bowls, and everything that you would need for a salad or anything that you'd be scooping foods into, and also
Beautiful.
a few reusable cups that may also have been needed.
For those of you who didn't watch our last game, Jen was the AI who was our spaceship. who my character loved because I was the pilot and captain, and who Laura's character wanted to hurl out of the airlock every game.
You can't trust a freshly sentient being who's never had sentience until an immediate moment. It's
Never
very hard
trust
to.
Jen. Still don't trust her. Never will.
Jen is short.
Lark just has a weird shiver about her body. It's like, I don't like this person.
Jen is short
Oh,
for
that's weird.
diligence, the name of the ship. So I guess this the full name of this bot, this Warforged, is Diligence.
Her name, I think her full name would be Genevieve. Genevieve Diligence is like a nickname that she was given by the gnome that created her. I don't think she has a last name unless it's. I'll make that backstory later. I'll make that going later.
Like, don't worry, I will give you Jen backstory.
Yeah, that's fine.
There we go.
Nothing crazy.
Yeah, Veera's like, yeah, thank you so much for bringing it. Really glad I have that message spell, huh?
It really helps out in the long run sometimes.
She starts serving you guys salad, and there's something about the way that Veera serves salad that is elegant. Like, it's almost like if you ever seen a tea ceremony where somebody very intentionally pours the tea. That's the intentionality with which she serves the salad.
I love how this happens every single time. Little bowl.
Yeah, thank you. Oh my goodness. Yeah, does anyone want drinks, virgin or otherwise?
Do you have any, like, strawberry things?
Yeah, I have some strawberry lemonade mixes. I have some.
Yeah, that's perfect.
General
Strawberry
berry,
lemonade. Great. Anya's like, same, mostly vodka.
Got you.
And
And
I
then,
have
like
this.
half the glass is vodka.
and then Celeste says,
And I have this. And I hold out my potion bottle.
What is that?
This is a potion that I found in my pocket. So you can have it if you want.
oh, so wait, you didn't put it in your pocket?
Nope.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Any idea what it does?
Nope. Nope. There's always tons lying around and they do different things, so I lost track. So
This one's like a weird, like a very, it's see-through, but it's like a light bluey purple.
mm-hmm. Yep.
It looks good. Looks tasty.
All the
Okay.
poisonous stuff does.
Do we all take a sip, or is it like whoever wins or loses?
I would say whoever loses.
Whoever
But, you know.
loses takes a potion. Okay, so that means that we have to play a game that's a loser. There's a winner and a loser. Okay.
Well, if we play Never Have I Ever, then if you finish your glass, then you lose first, right?
True. Yeah.
All right.
Wait, is winning then dependent on having done lots of things?
having
You
not done.
lose if you've done more things.
If you've done more
I
things.
think.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
awesome.
I think Lark's
let's do this game.
probably not gonna do badly at this.
Let's do this game.
Roll initiative.
God.
I'm gonna assume standard array of stats for this character, by the way.
Yes, please do. I'm gonna roll for Anya first. Anya's not doing great. And then Veera. Oh, Veera did well though. All right, what do we got? Who thinks they have the highest?
I got a 19.
I also
19?
got a 19.
All right, I'm gonna say probably Moss has the higher dex, so we'll say Moss then Jen. Does anyone have higher than 17? Okay, Veera's next. Who's gotten that like 17 to 10 range? All right, just tell me what you guys got actually at this point.
7.
Mhm.
2.
Oh,
Oh, you are not rolling well today.
No.
Oh, you know what? Lean into it.
Well, it kind of works. I feel like this is less experience with school.
Yeah, right? Like, this is a very strange situation.
Mm-hmm.
you have like 0 dexterity.
I wrote down the wrong person's name.
Right, okay.
Then Lark, and then Celeste. So our question order is Moss, Jen, Veera, Anya, Lark, and Celeste. If people have an idea in the chat for questions, please throw them in. Sometimes it is hard to think of really good questions off the top of your head. So throw them in just in case we need ideas. Moss, you go first. What's your never have I ever question?
Oh. Never have I ever. Fuck. I've done a lot of things. Moss has done so much. Wait a second. Never have I ever been on a blind date. We'll go with that.
Here's like a question: if you knew him but he was blind, does that count?
No, it's someone set you up to go on a date with someone you didn't know who they were.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Not just someone that was blind.
Not just a
Yeah,
date.
not just someone who was blind.
Okay. Who drinks? Who has been set up on a date before? Jen has.
Jen.
I will say, I don't know how much this is going to affect me because I've never drinking a potion before. But
Exciting.
I'm game.
You're just
Sips.
drinking from your cup so far. So
Yeah, whoever
Yeah.
finishes their drink is the loser.
I'm
okay.
ready.
So Jen, do you want to tell people about your experience with your blind date? Give us a little anecdote.
So, given how I am a created being, I mean, we're all created in different ways, but I mean, given I'm a created being, sometimes you might have heard stories, depending on how many artificers, I guess, you might have met. They'll try to see compatibility between not organic beings, but if they know any other artificers, they'll see if they can create things or other beings like myself and see if there's any compatibility. And it's something I have told my creator many times is not the case. And I was set up to go on a strange, I don't say garbage picking because it's actually really cool to go through a refuse place and find some neat things to go through, but it's all moot. I don't want to go on dates, and I was put on a date. It was actually by my creator. Felt like an arranged marriage type of thing. I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, Veera is like clearly like, oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
They-
Yeah, that's
Mm-mm.
I'm so sorry that you had to put your finger down for that. That's
I'm not ashamed.
Anya also drinks. She says, my blind date went really well though, actually. I mean, we only saw each other one day, but like it was a good day.
Hey, yeah. You had fun. That was good.
Yeah, I mean, he was a human guy, so I wasn't quite sure if he'd be into it, but he was into it. He was into it. Yeah. Yeah, he was into it. Next up is Jen.
Do I go cop out or do I go something legitimate? Because I think I want to get everyone closer to that potion. Never have I ever been born. Anybody? Anybody else?
I think everybody.
Technically, I don't know how I came to be. So, like,
Ooh, the fair always so tricky.
but in theory, I have been born.
And I don't remember.
Traditionally. Traditionally speaking, under
What?
how most fawns come into existence, yes.
So I realized I should be keeping track of who's drank the most. So there we go. So everyone else was born. Very sneaky, Jen. Well done. Next up is Veera. Veera asks, have you ever been in love? Or never have I ever been in love? Sorry, I don't know what the hand signals mean.
We haven't put our fingers down for one
No.
more, so none of us have.
I see. So yeah, so you guys have no one has been in love? Does anyone drink? Oh. Okay.
You're hoping for some romance.
I mean, Veera was. Veera wanted to know
Veera
some
was.
gossip. She knows that Lark's been, having feelings for people, and she didn't know she was in love yet. She's digging.
Yeah, no,
She's a bard. What are you gonna do?
It's early in the semester. Give me time.
It's only been 2 months.
It's only been 2 months. Give me time.
Anya says, oh, Anya's babe. I know what she wants to get at, but how do I ask the question? The phrasing is everything. I've never gotten drunk and done something that I regret.
Done something I've regretted.
Yeah.
In the moment or long term?
Long term.
Because in the moment you regret a lot of things, but like after a while you're like, that was nothing, so it's not really.
Opposite for me, really. In the moment, I think everything's great, and then later I'm like, oh shit.
We have
Well-
our anxious drunks.
Well, everyone here is like, nope, I don't do that.
Like,
I
it's
don't-
not necessarily that I regret it, but it's not like a big deal anymore. Like it's already happened. Like there's not really much to regret on that fact.
Nobody drinks for that one.
Oh.
Lark.
Never have I ever kissed more than one person in a day.
I put a
Uh,
figure down.
So Moss has. Both Veera and Anya have.
Yeah.
Celeste, Jen.
I haven't. She hasn't.
All right, Moss. What's your story?
You know, we're bored. Spin the bottle exists. Like, you know,
Yeah, Veera's like same.
kiss people. Like,
Yeah,
you
It's
find
fun.
out what you like. You figure out who's a bad kisser and who would you not want to kiss again. Pretty how it goes.
Celeste.
Okay. Never have I ever told someone's deepest secret.
Like, have you ever told a secret to someone else's? That's a good question. Neither Veera or Anya drink.
I think Jen does, but Jen's like, it's not that deep.
Jen's like, I didn't know.
No, I knew, but it wasn't like it was a secret. There is no consequence behind it. But I was
Moss like
told
goes
not to.
into thinking about it for a while. Like she's like, have I? And she doesn't put her finger down.
Top of the order, back with Moss.
Fuck. Why did that go so fast? Never have I ever convinced a partner to dump one of my friends. I'm pulling off a list.
What do you
Me as a player is pulling off a list.
like convinced a partner to like stop being friends with someone, or
Like fully dump someone who's my friend.
okay. I don't think they do. No. Jen, back to you.
Never have I ever gotten myself into a fight or a situation that I couldn't get myself out of with someone I know.
I drink. I would call me being here as a situation I can't get out of.
Boo!
Not here with you guys as the institution. Clarification. Clarification.
Faint boo, but also okay. No, that's fair. That's fair.
Veera drinks.
Veera. We've played this a bunch. I've never heard this. What?
It's more to do with my family business, and
Oh.
I'm only as skilled as I am. So, yeah. I mean, that's part of being in the family business, right? People help each other out. I guess I'm next. And she like seems pretty, like she skips ahead. She seems like for a minute, like she's a little, not flustered exactly, because she's a bard and she holds it well, but you can tell she's like, she's not quite all there for a second. She says, never have I ever skipped class to flirt with someone.
Oh. To flirt with someone. Moss, I skip class a lot, but not to flirt with someone.
Really? No one?
If flirting someone came as an after effect of skipping
I
class,
see.
yes, but not for the specific reason of flirting with someone.
I see. You've skipped class and flirted with someone, but you didn't skip
Exactly.
class to flirt with them.
Exactly.
Skip class for somebody else, though. That's a different story for, I think, a lot of us. I'm assuming. For a lot of us students.
Anya says, never have I ever had naughty thoughts about anyone in this room. And then she drinks.
Moss doesn't drink.
You guys are so okay. Both Veera and Anya drink.
We're not going to be invited back to these parties. You know this, right?
You're all so boring.
We're so uncool.
Considering that I was tied with Veera for a second, like it's fine. That means they're gonna drink the potion at this rate.
Yeah.
They better start getting real good with questions.
Lark, it's you. Make a good one.
Okay. Never have I ever had a friend with benefits.
Me as a player had to think of it be in Moss's head.
So who drank? Moss did?
Yeah, Moss drank.
You see Jen, like, goes to drink and is like, that means different things for different groups of people. So...
Yeah. Just makes, like, weird loading sounds. Like
you hear dial-up.
Celeste, what's your last one?
Never have I ever eaten a really bad mushroom and gotten into a really, really heavy daze.
Moss puts her finger down.
Yeah, Veera and Anya do as well.
What were their scores at?
What a great question. At the end of round 2 of combat, Anya has had 6 drinks. Veera's had 5. Moss has had 4. 5?
Oh, I 5 is what I counted.
Yeah, I didn't get the last one. So Veera and Moss are tied for second. Then Jen with 2, and then both Lark and Celeste with sweet little ones because they were born.
Yeah.
Oh my God. In other words, they're not gonna have to drink the potion.
Veera sort of notices, and she's like, maybe we should play a different game.
We're committed. We're already committed.
No, I mean, Anya already lost. Like, she's gonna lose, right? Like, she's gonna lose. And Anya's like, rude.
Should we give Anya a chance to try to boot one of us 2 over to see if we're tied?
Yes, Anya says. Like, absolutely we should.
A 3-way tie would also mean 3 people drink the potion, right?
Yeah. Who's got a good one? We won't go in order this time. Who has a good one? There's one in chat actually. Let's do the one that came from chat.
Okay.
It was never have I ever secretly kept an item of loot after a quest. Lark, you steal
Secretly.
all the time. You're a klepto.
Secretly.
I know. No.
After a quest.
I am responsible with materials. Totally different.
I'm an eco warrior.
An eco warrior. That's it. That's the one. That's the one I'm going with. Reduce, reuse, save the planet. One man's trash is another man's treasure. All those things. No, she wouldn't have gone on a quest. A quest for what?
We're all at the beginning of our adventuring journeys. I don't think any of us here has the wording of that has been on a quest.
I was gonna say,
Let's simplify it then to never have I ever secretly kept something that belonged to someone else.
stolen.
Oh.
Yeah, so never have I stolen anything.
This is a rogue.
Oh.
Just drinks.
Jen drinks.
Oh yeah.
Celeste and Lark. But everybody drinks.
Everyone drinks.
Everybody drinks. That one, and then Veera's just like, that one might have been too far the other direction. It's like the being born one, apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
Did anyone steal anything good?
No. Not me. I got nothing of quality stolen. It's kind of funny though. Want to hear about it?
Like, unless you call, like, stealing off a rich caravan's banner off their pole as they're passing through something really cool, then.
What'd you do with it after you stole it?
Oh, we totally ripped it to shreds because the family's an asshole. they're assholes, so we just anyway.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, that's all we really did with it.
So is everybody going to the ball tomorrow? Veera asks.
I'm undecided.
Really? So you
Yeah.
haven't like bought an outfit or anything? Why don't you want to go?
Feels like this ball is another tactic to keep the students complacent and happy in this lovely institution, and I'm not sure if I would like to participate in that.
Sounds like it's gonna be really pretty though.
Yeah, it's going to be really pretty, and I don't necessarily think it won't be fun. I'm just citing on my own moral issues of morality of whether or not it's something I deem I want to partake in. But I'm not against going. It's more like I'm still undecided.
Well, it's tomorrow night, so you better decide quick.
And it's happening
know.
regardless or not. So I mean, might as well. It's not going to harm you to go. I don't think.
No, it's not. We'll see. We'll see.
Is anyone going with anyone?
Not that I know of.
I guess that's probably normal, right? Like it's a masquerade, like you're supposed to go in disguise, right?
The masquerade?
Yeah. That's why I
That
was
sounds like-
surprised she wasn't gonna go.
Oh, that's so much fun.
I have a really cool mask that I bought in town.
Is it one of those?
I mean, I'd show
magic-
you, but
Yeah, I would ask, except that's not the point.
yeah.
Is it?
You'll see it tomorrow. You'll see it tomorrow.
Is it like one of those magic ones that like changes more than just like the face? Because I've seen those going around and they're kind of cheap. Not cheap, but like they're like I don't know, gimmicky.
Professor Lara said he would do an illusion spell on me if I wanted to disguise myself, so I might do that.
He did offer that to us as well. So
I mean, I
Gotcha.
guess it depends on how much I actually want to be in disguise. It might be nice not to have so many people gawking at me.
How many people gawk at you? Oh my
Lot.
goodness.
Yeah, a lot, Veera says. I mean, most people are only my friends because they try to hit on me and then they stop. and then we'll become my friends.
People are shitty sometimes.
I guess that's part of how I was brought up and how people see me, right? So, you know, it is what it is, I guess.
Well, I mean, other than, maybe Anya, who put her finger down, at least, all of us are, here because you're cool and not just because you're really pretty, even though you are really pretty, but,
Yeah, that's true, actually. But, yeah, thanks for pointing that out. It helps.
Okay, so no one here has dates?
I just arrived, so yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, I mean, that's fine, because none of us have dates anyway, so it won't.
How many people do you think are gonna get asked out last minute tomorrow because they want to have a date? Like,
A
what's been the trends in years past?
Yeah, last year that's what happened. Everybody was like showed up and then like decided to stick with one person all night anyways.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of people go as if they're going to be in disguise, but then they like give a little clue to someone they like so that they can find each other. Just cute, I guess, but it also kind of ruins the fun. We're supposed to meet new people, and talk without any expectations of our class or who we are. So I'm kind of looking forward to it.
It's like the mixer that we, should be getting, considering how diverse the populace is here. I like that approach to it better than I think how I was thinking of it before.
Yeah, I agree. That perspective actually probably just leaned me over to probably going. So thanks.
Yeah. I mean, that's part of why the professors are giving everyone illusion magic, right? Otherwise, it'd be pretty obvious who I am.
Do all the professors do illusion magic, or is it just Professor Lara?
There's a few others. It's basically anyone who has the ability. Some of them don't, though. Some of them aren't spellcasters at all.
You should have put that list on the invitation.
There's like a list in like the hallway. Be like,
yeah, like
per day.
with
I
time
don't go
slots
in
to
the
like sign up
hallway.
for.
So, like, who wants a Ryland's illusion? Who wants a
Ryland's booked.
Ryland's been booked since like since it started.
Yeah.
Yeah, since it started. Ma secretly has a time slot there just in case that she does it, but also to give Ryland a break in between doing illusions if she doesn't show up. So it's a win-win.
Yeah, I think I'll just go neutral, right? Like human, middle tone hair, middle tone skin. See what it's like to just be at a dance and not be gawked at all night. Sounds really nice, actually.
Because I think part of me, this is not me belittling or experiencing desire to do that, but part of me is like, how shitty is that the neutral is human?
Yeah, it sounds like a double-edged sword. Like, you experience a different life, and are you seeing that as more somber wood for that sad fire?
On a side note, I've always kind of imagined that humans do make up the majority of the population. Like, if you're taking like the whole, did I just invent that for some reason?
Of the continent, I
Yeah,
believe
like
that's
of the
case.
continent, that there's just more humans than. Which doesn't. I mean,
yeah, humans are just like they populate all the time. They are like mid-length like lifespan, and they
Yep.
just a lot more of them. Like the goblins only reproduce every once in a while, so it's very cyclical. The Fae, like most of them aren't even in this realm,
Yeah.
And then of course, like I think in this world, like a lot of like human genetics sort of like overpower a lot of other genetics. So, like even if you're a third generation and you have like orc in you, you might look more human. So seems to be sort of like passing
human and human passing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which I guess is what Veera is looking for.
Yeah. Cool.
I don't know if I'm gonna be masquerading, because I I like the idea of being able to dress up, but I don't want to necessarily change my image. I'm not going for speaking. I'm not going to be a mystery to others, because I kind of already feel like I am to begin with already. But
I think I also am wary because we get into the point as if we don't go into basic humanitarian and we go to other things, we might be accidentally picking up features that are part of other races and then appropriating those features. So I'm just gonna probably stick to dressing up and maybe wearing a mask, probably not changing features as well. So
it's kind of a fun thing to kind of compare, though. I mean, who's gonna illusion themselves to be not so blatantly who they are, and who is? Because I'm.
it's a personal choice.
I know. I'm curious. I'm curious because I feel
Really,
like we
really
have
interesting.
a lot of options too with that illusion magic, though.
I heard there's a new band too at the school that's going to be playing. So that's kind of cool. Like a bunch of first years started a band.
That's so neat. I didn't hear about that.
I heard about that. I saw the flyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot, what were they called? Iskar
Dragon
something?
Club.
Shoot, what were they called again? They gave themselves some kind of name.
I can't remember either, to be honest.
Anyways, I guess we'll find out in the end. It's like the Iskar 6 or something. I don't know. Anyways.
Do you know what kind of music it is? Like,
no, I think there's like a weird combination. I know they've got like somebody on drums and somebody playing lute, and I think they have like a pan flute, and I don't know. But I heard them practicing the other day and they're pretty good.
That's good. As long as we have good music, I'm pretty sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, right?
And food.
And food. Music and food. Those are
And
the
the
two.
food is always amazing at these events.
Yeah.
I don't know if they get special caterers or what, but
I make a mental note to grab extra Tupperware for Lark.
it's gonna make me cry.
Veera starts to describe like the basically their the scalloped potatoes that they made last year. Yeah, like you guys can just see like Lark start to salivate.
I like that. It's gonna be like any fruit, berries, and stuff.
I'm gonna eat it.
There you go. Wait, does your dress have pockets? Is it a hoop skirt so that you can...
No, it's not a hoop skirt, but of course it has pockets. Lark, does your dress have pockets?
No.
Because you're making yours, right?
Yes.
What's it like?
Well, now that you guys sort of mentioned the food thieving thing, I don't think I have enough time to change my design. I'll get a bag. I'll bring a bag. I'll bring a bag with me. We'll be fine. Or, I mean, it's not that far to my room. I can just like make trips, right? I need to find someone.
Are you worried about being able to steal enough food?
Amongst other things.
You can also just
Anyway.
make friends with either the people who work at the cafeteria or see who's catering and make friends.
Oh, I am positive that Lark has already made friends with the people at the cafeteria.
Oh, then like just talk to them.
Like, no, but still, it's yeah. You never know. You never know when your food's gonna stop coming. Or that was probably never much of a worry for the rest of you. But
Or Lark. I feel like Lark says that. She's like, well, yeah, you never know when your next meal's coming. And then everybody just goes quiet for a moment.
oh no, you never. No.
It's less of an
besides
issue.
what's in season or out of season, not really.
Yeah, it's less of an issue if you don't need to eat.
I'm
But
jealous.
that's the benefit of artificial life.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
It's mostly just sheer, like skin tone, and then I've beaded it in the places that need to be covered with branches and stuff.
Was it like mostly naked?
Well,
Which
a
is
little.
cool. I mean, I've worn outfits like that.
A little, but I mean, there's beading, so I mean, there isn't actual
Even if it were, it's fine.
nudity, but I mean, yeah. So yeah, I've been working on that.
You know what you're gonna look for, Celeste? Like, you can go to town tomorrow and pick out pretty much whatever, right?
That's true. That's true. Sometimes I find things in my trunk that appear, so I might have to wear one of those.
You mean like how you found the potion?
Yeah. I don't know. I'll look. If there's nothing in there, maybe I can get something.
So, do you know who's putting them in there?
Yes.
Well, who is it? Like someone back home, or?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is she like purposely trying not to talk about it, or is she just kind of being like naturally obfuscating because she's been raised that way?
It's a bit of both.
Okay.
It's a bit of both. Yeah.
Veera will leave it at that if anyone else wants to push.
Nah. It's been
Time and a place.
time and place.
Okay, well, you guys hang out. You chat and
Who drinks the potion? Wait, who
Yeah,
has to
I
drink
want.
the-
Was yeah.
What's the
Someone
result on
drink
the
this
potion?
Well, so I mean, the person who's going to drink is going to be Anya at this point, or if we want to be one of you guys, Moss. Moss, you want to drink it?
Why?
Let's have one of you guys drink it.
Okay, I'll drink it.
Let me get my
So-
healing spells up just in case.
As you go to drink it.
I feel like the three of us top ones share it. That's what we're gonna do.
Okay, so Veera, Anya, and Moss are all gonna share it. As you're about to drink, like you're like passing the bottle around.
Mhm.
Anya or Veera suggests, how does she phrase this? I guess everybody, like you're fine talking about stuff, and regularly people kind of drop off because sad backstories. And she says, I guess we all have our secrets. And then you all take a drink, and the three of you get detect thoughts. Detect thoughts works to detect surface thoughts. So as Veera says, we all have our secrets. One of your secrets of your character pops into your mind. So let's share a secret that your character would be thinking about. Very briefly, because this is not a deep thing. This is surface level.
That now
thought.
Moss knows.
And Moss now knows. Why do I feel like the end Moss knows is the part that people are now like, oh shit, what is that?
Oh shit.
Okay, mine's easy. It's obviously that she's dating a teacher. That'd be the first thing that came to her mind if someone says your secrets. That would be.
But
Okay.
yeah, do you
That
think
would be the
him, like, do you think about his name, or do you just
Probably.
think like probably them
Yeah.
dating a teacher?
Okay. So Moss
Yeah.
now knows you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. I don't think there'd be that much control.
Yeah.
Who would think that?
Can I
not-
make a deception check to see if Moss covers that up? That she's like that. Oh shit!
I
Look
feel
what she's
like-
getting.
I feel like it's either that you say like, or you think like, oh, it's that I'm dating a professor, or you think like it's probably about Cal. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's one of those two directions. You probably don't say like it's Cal, the performance teacher. Yeah, we're all gonna have to roll deceptions to see how well we are able not to react to this. But let's
Okay.
Don't do this.
I got some blood flash here.
I have the moss dice that Laura made me.
So
Which rolled well.
we can roll for each of them to see how well you react.
I am not pleased by that this time.
The secret.
My creation's turning against me.
Veera does not hide it well. Veera rolled a 1. Anya just like hides like behind her drink. Like
Moss just acts like she did not hear things. She got a 22.
okay. Yeah, and then Jen or Celeste.
I think Jen thinks, like verbatim, just, man, I don't think anybody would really want to know that I can't talk about it. I can't talk about it. Oh, why'd they have to bring up secrets? No one will understand where I'm at. Just because I killed the person who created me, it wasn't my doing. It wasn't my wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault.
I'm rolling that at
It wasn't my
disadvantage.
fault.
Damn.
All right, Moss, roll to see if you can keep a straight face when you find out.
Apparently, even at disadvantage, I got a dirty 20. So, like,
Your dice.
I
Apparently,
rolled at disadvantage, and
and you still did.
I still got a dirty 20.
This one's the opposite. This time, Veera rolls natural 20, so it's like, no problem, easy peasy. And then Anya is like, dear lord.
Jen is honestly just looking just down to the ground, just
Right? And Celeste, what's the thing you think?
Well, we were just talking about dresses and stuff, so she's thinking like, oh, I hope Cosmos doesn't send me something stupid from a stupid collection of stupid little girl dresses he always makes me wear.
Yeah, that one's also bad. Like I hope this guy doesn't send me little girl dresses.
That's so bad. Your dice always roll good for me, Laura.
Remember that.
I got a 25.
Nice. Okay, Veera and Anya both look at Moss. Like all three of them just look at each other for a second. Like, yeah, you heard that too? Yeah?
Wait, do we hear each other's thoughts?
Yeah, you'll still hear each other's thoughts too. So like it's like, oh my god, killed somebody? Who is she dating? What do you mean somebody sends things in her trunk? Like it's like an overlap of like
holy shit. Like we're just having a whole background conversation.
wait.
Well, the rest of us
Become
just
best friends?
silent.
Yes.
I guess it wouldn't be one of those things where those who drank the potion would also think of a secret potentially, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
yeah, well, I mean, the focus would be like,
Oh,
well,
you
I'm
know
about
what?
to drink this
Yeah.
potion.
Yeah, it would. It would. Thank you, Ian. Thank you.
Yeah, that's why I said, do we also
And
hear each
Charr
other's
is
thoughts?
safe.
You. Yes, everyone hears. Oh, well, yeah, some of you don't know it yet. Yeah, what's Moss's secret?
Oh, fuck. I don't know if she has.
The secret. Everyone has
Like-
secrets. What if there was like a human guy you thought was cute once?
The shame.
The shame.
The shame. Like, it's not even really a secret. Like, she doesn't know where she came from as far as the Feywild. Like, she just was raised in Quaidmore. That's not even really a secret. She'll just tell you that straight out. But I guess for her, it's like, it's not a secret, but it's like when the secret implies something that they don't go deeper into, I think, is what pops in her brain type of situation. Yeah.
Okay. Anya's is very adult. Anya's involves a specific night she spent with several of her other ranger buddies in the woods. They had a good time. But it's very adult. And Veera, however, how does she phrase this? It's hard when you're playing two characters at once because you're like, how would they you know,
You have to get in the zone for like
right?
Like,
Like,
GM
it's-
problems.
you got a second, but when you're going straight back and forth. Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna take a quick break to talk about Blood Flash because it's such a pretty
so
set.
gorgeous.
It's one of my favorites. I've got Blood Flash right now, and I know these ones aren't from Laura's Kickstarter, but these are a nice blue. I thought they looked really pretty together. They made like a really nice little combo there. Okay. She thinks about, I don't know what I'd do if they knew that I grew up in a whorehouse. Like, what would they think of me?
And
they-
now we all three have like that look of like, oh shit, we
oh shit. And they is like a blanket thing. Like
Yeah,
they
a
is definitely
blanket.
like anyone around. What would my cohort think
Yeah.
of me? Like if they treat me like this already because of how I look, if they knew that, how much worse would it be? And then you three all look at each other with this like look of like shock, horror, surprise. The potion lasts for 1 minute. Since you each have a third, it only lasts for 20 seconds. So it's a real flash of things.
holy fuck.
For the others in the room, you basically see all three of them just kind of go like,
And just look at each other and we're like,
and you just
I feel like we're like
look
that
around the
Spider-Man meme where
room.
they're like pointing at each other. Just like,
They do a little Spider-Man.
like,
But no one says outright what just happened. So like after 20 seconds, they all sort of seem to calm down for a second.
Was it okay?
Yeah.
Healing?
yeah.
Okay, because I know
quite an adrenaline rush. Adrenaline rush. That was short.
Yeah, I know sometimes those can be weird, but you know, I wasn't really sure, so
Yeah. I think it was actually pretty good that we split that. In the sense of like it shortened it. It shortened it.
Right.
Moss is like in processing mode. Like she's just like, what the?
Veera
Yeah.
stands up and she says, I just need to run to the washroom. I'll be back. And she slips out.
I'm going to cast message. Before like as she walks out the door. This
Yeah.
doesn't change how I view you as a person. And then like it's whispered, like Moss like cast from like a not the wire but using the focus. So Moss just has like a weird pendant. She like just brings that to her lips and whispers to it. And then as she walks out the door, she hears that.
Yeah, you all see Moss say something to Veera as she leaves, but half of you, I guess, have no idea what is up or why they are suddenly acting a little weird.
I think I'm probably gonna go study.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
All right. Bye.
Nice meeting you, Jen.
Nice meeting you too, and you as well, Lark and Celeste. It was very nice. We should all hang out at some point. That'd be nice. But I'm gonna bounce. Bye.
You like fold up wheels and just roll away.
The Heelys built into the feet.
Just-
Oh,
Hover away.
Artificers definitely not in this world. Come on, they can
Totally.
invent the gun and they can't invent Heelys.
Yep.
Madness.
Yep.
They can definitely do that.
Literally after the whole secrets comment that caused all those thoughts to come out for everybody, Jen was kind of just, yeah, that's my night, and left. So she's going back to wherever she is. Is she? Can we say that she's a second year? Cool.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Cool. I'll note that.
So unless okay, so but we have to ask, like, what that potion did because we don't know.
Yeah.
Everyone just got really fucking weird.
Yeah, it just got really fucking weird. Veera like left.
Veera left.
You saw
Moss
Moss
looks like her
cast
head's
something.
gonna explode. I'm sure Anya also looks a bit
Yeah.
Anya is drinking heavily now.
Mm-hmm.
Not
I
that
feel
she
like
wasn't
Moss pours a
drinking
little bit more
before.
vodka in her drink. Like it was just like a light drink, and now it's just like a little more vodka.
Yeah, like it was already like 30-70, and now it's more like a 50-50.
Yeah, now it's more.
There's no way it
50-50.
tastes good. She is a half orc though, so she's a really good like she's
I top off Veera. I top off Anya's drink too.
yeah, Anya legitimately does need more alcohol to get drunk. But yeah, somebody's gotta tell you guys. That's where the story comes.
so what did it do? Because everyone looks
I feel like it's worse for me not to tell you guys what happened. And I look at Anya just to get confirmation since it's also like messes up her deal.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's probably fair.
I feel like that's just feels me more like a shitty person if we don't.
Yeah. Yeah. And then she drinks again.
Yeah. Oh, you're letting me do it? Okay, thanks. I take
I'm a ranger and you're a bard. Yeah, I'm letting you do it.
and
What do you mean and? What class are you taking this?
okay. Can we just have everyone included in this conversation? So
are you guys aware of the spell that allows you to like detect people's surface thoughts?
yeah.
The potion did that.
Yes, and Anya says.
Oh, I'm gonna kill him.
So,
friends.
we kind of heard whatever you guys thought of, like right before, like right after we drank it. Just like the surface, like nothing like.
And each other's too. Don't forget about
And each other's,
too.
and each other's. Yeah. Adds more vodka.
Is Veera okay?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I kind of want to go check on her, but I also don't want to invade if she needs time to.
Yeah. So we're like making like a blood pact or something, right? That none of this.
Well,
right?
Yeah,
Immediately to blood pact.
Well, not a blood pact, but I think in general, just an agreement of whatever happens at girls' night stays at girls' night. Is a pretty good.
Yeah.
Is a pretty good thing.
What happens at girls' night stays at girls' night.
I am so sorry. That is so my fault. I mean, it's kind of not my fault, but it's kind
No,
of
we
my
agreed
fault.
to it. Like I could have cast identify on it, but that wouldn't have been as quote unquote fun.
Ugh.
So I could have cast identify. See, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. We are adults who knew that this was going to provide a random effect.
Hey, I think everybody would have to drink if we did that one of doing something drunk you'd regret, huh? It's a perk.
You know what? Now I feel like we cheers our drink for a moment. We cheers our drink for a moment.
Not
yeah.
playing Never Have I Ever again.
I don't think we're playing it ever again with a potion being drunk in it afterwards.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Veera does come back eventually. It's like, 5 minutes or so, and she seems okay.
She seems okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's a little bit quieter, but that's all of you are kind of a little bit quieter now. So,
I let them know what the potion did.
I figured
just because that seems fair.
Yep. So it seems like we all have to be friends now. She says,
Well,
with a little awkward laugh.
Yeah, I don't think necessarily fear for telling secrets should be the basis of friendship. I was already hoping that we were that beforehand, but
it's
but
yeah, I should have known better than to risk that. What? Yeah, I should have known better. Sorry.
No, I am so sorry. Like Celeste is profoundly apologizing to Veera. Oh,
As I said, we're adults. We made our choices.
yeah.
If it helps, Anya does not seem like actually upset at anyone. Like she's not upset. You can actually, you know what, you can roll insight if anyone wants to roll insight on how Veera's feeling. You certainly can.
It's so
Insight?
stupid. It's just that sometimes family members, they think things are funny and they're not. And this kind of stuff happens. So yeah.
I mean, I imagine that was given to you, that you were supposed to drink it at some point, and then
Probably.
It did
Wow.
come with instructions. That's not your fault. I got a 19 on my insight.
Anybody else want to roll insight on Veera?
Also, I am so sorry, y'all. My
Okay,
false
okay.
lashes are really killing me.
I got a 23.
Oh shit. Celeste, what'd you get? You were muted if you answered. Or maybe you can't hear us.
Oh God, freedom.
Can you hear us? Testing. All right, whatever. So, there you go. So yeah, did you roll or no?
Oh no, sorry, I didn't roll.
That's fine. Up to you. So yeah, you both know that she is not even upset about you guys knowing the thing you now know about her. She is worried that she could have done something worse. Like she's worried that something worse could have happened. She could have said something she shouldn't have said. It's more of a like, yeah, it's more of that than it is even about you knowing that secret.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's happened. We can regret it, but I don't think we should be beating ourselves up about it.
I mean, I guess only half of you know anyways, right? Like Lark
Yeah.
and Celeste and Jen's gone. Lark and Celeste don't know.
Yeah.
Didn't hear anything. I swear.
Nothing. Really.
Yeah.
Not a
I look at them too, like I look at everyone here, I'm not gonna be saying anything, so
yeah. And Moss hates this place, so you're not going to tell anybody here.
oh
Right.
no, why would I do that? But
No, it's not that big a deal, and it seems fair that we all know, right? I grew up in a prostitution house. That's where I was right up until I came here.
I live next door to one. Well, it's more like
Which one?
like is it Phoenix up in the basin.
Wait, in the basin?
I mean, they like to say that they have a reputation. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, but it's like
Roll insight.
$16.
She 100% knows someone from there.
Is it Natalie?
Is that what you say? Is it Natalie?
I'm sorry if it's Natalie. Is it Natalie? Like everyone knows Natalie,
Yeah, I mean everyone knows Natalie.
and she's the worst.
Well, I mean she's not.
Yeah, so it was like not like across the street, but like like on the diagonal. Have you been?
No, I've never been
Oh.
that one.
Honestly, you're not missing anything.
Yeah.
Not that you would want to go. That's not what I meant.
No, I mean they're not all bad places with bad people. I mean, they took me in, and I grew up there. Like they're my family. So
Sex
just
work
that-
shouldn't have the stigma and be criminalized as it often can be.
yeah.
Oh no, there's all the girls are nice except for Natalie. But other than Natalie,
I just when I first came here, people heard it and they were weird about it. So I just stopped. I just didn't tell anyone else. Yeah, they're just kind of weird about it. That's all.
Sorry.
well, no weirdness here. So,
Yeah. Do you guys?
and I think we've already kind of established that a lot of people are crappy. So,
Drinks to that statement.
know, do you know what we heard?
Have you figured that out?
Like, was it one thing or?
Mhm.
She's asking broadly. Like, do you guys
Asking
know
broadly.
what they know? You know, do you know what secret it is that these three now know?
Yeah.
Sure. You're acting pretty calm about that secret.
I mean, whatever.
Okay.
So, like,
Just
this,
making sure.
this guy, is it like, are you okay? Do you need help?
Oh no,
me? You.
No, not sorry. She's asking Celeste because Celeste was like,
Oh.
some guy put something in her.
The weird
dress
guy with
to
the-
wear and
the dresses, yeah, weird.
yeah. So she's like,
No.
are you? So she's basically asking like, are you okay? Do you need help?
Yeah.
Me? No, I'm fine. It's just annoying more than anything.
It's just it's not the reaction I expected. That it's annoying, you know, that someone sends you clothes to wear.
Yeah, I'm used to it.
So who is it? If that's okay to ask.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess everything's out in the open. It's just sort of like my, I guess, like Fey Master? I don't know what you call him.
For
Lord?
the one who taught you how to cast magic, or
Yeah.
oh, I didn't know they
Like
did things like that.
Yeah. I mean, he raised me, so yeah.
Oh,
He just has old-fashioned ideas about how people dress. I don't think he realizes how other people dress.
so you think he sent it to you to just be supportive, not to be weird?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
thinks-
I
he
mean, that's
thinks a
fair.
little-
I've
Yeah.
met some weirdos.
No, he thinks they're like, I don't know. He thinks they're funny.
That's a real sense of humor he's got there. Potion and those. Okay. Okay. So yeah, like warlocks have patrons, and this one likes to send you surprise fun gifts.
I mean, it's not the worst thing, so
You're right. You're absolutely right. I think
Yeah.
So is he nearby? Like, if this chest sends, it delivers things from wherever he is, right?
yeah, I guess so. I guess that's how it works. I've never really
It work
been
in
this
reverse?
far. No.
Could we make it work in reverse?
Maybe. I've never tried. I've never had to. So
Could try.
Send him a turd in a box. Sorry, that was. I mean, one of many options. Doesn't have to be a.
Well, that means you could return the stuff that you don't like that he sends you. Like
Yeah.
like a hey.
Like letters to tell him, like, hey, I don't like this cut or this color or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes if I just close my eyes and shout it in my mind really hard, he might listen, but I don't know.
Right, warlocks. Yeah, you're. I mean, I guess that's how you get your magic, right?
I guess, yeah.
Have you? When did you get your powers? Anyways, were you young, or like, did he know when you were a kid that you were gonna have this ability?
I don't remember.
Well, that's fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very fair.
Yeah, I don't really remember much when I was little either.
Yeah.
You need it. I
Anyways,
feel like
but
you need a hug. Like, look.
I'm okay. I'm here at this school to learn how to be like normal and stuff. So
Well,
yeah.
I mean, didn't you have like normal stuff back home, like friends and hobbies and
Not
list all these things that Lark also didn't have?
No.
Not really.
So what did you do all day?
I collected stuff. I snuck around. I kind of learned stuff. I learned some magic and stuff.
Well, that makes okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound bad, I guess.
No.
She seems like she's gotten to the point where she doesn't actually think you're in danger. She thinks that like this is just a weird family quirk.
Warlock stuff is a bit weird. It is a bit weird.
It's a bit weird.
It is a bit weird.
It is a bit weird.
So
Yeah.
like but you've convinced Veera that she doesn't like need to be, consistently worried about you at least.
Yeah.
With your sugar daddy of magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess mine wasn't really even that big of a deal. Just, yeah, I don't know where I came from, but that's pretty normal.
Okay.
Does that like bother you though?
Not really. Like, they didn't really, like, it doesn't define who I am right now.
Mm-hmm.
The people who raised me in the community I was a part of are the people who helped build who I am now. So, doesn't really bother me what happened earlier there. It just is the case.
You just don't want people to see you and think, I don't know, that they should pity you or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
I mean, I guess we know each other a lot better now.
Yeah.
The
Yup.
game did do what it was intended
The
to do.
game did what it.
Anya just says, yeah, and I can't believe and Veera like puts her hand up like immediately over her face, like, no. And she's like, Anya, they don't all know her secret. And Anya's like, oh yeah. And then she just keeps drinking.
It's like, no.
But Anya's clearly like, Lark looks at you with like a little bit of respect. It's a little bit of respect from this like badass half-orc ranger who commands wild beasts at her group. Like,
That's flattering.
you know?
And there's the-
She looks at you and she's like, nicely done. Nicely done. Cheers to you. She gives you a little cheers before she drinks. So Anya Veera covers her mouth, and then she gives you a cheers and continues to drink.
Anyway, so yeah.
Does Lark want to talk about it? Seems like she's about to just admit it.
I mean, I don't. Oh.
The headmaster did say not to advertise. Like,
I
you're
did
already
say
in
you
deep
are
shit
allowed.
with
You are allowed to talk to your friends. It was explicit, like you don't have to keep it a secret. You need a support network. So like bragging about I slept with him here and there is different than saying like, hey, I'm in this relationship. Because the school sort of relies on also the friends to be like something's off,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, does
But
that mean
whether
we're
or
all
not
going to
Lark
be
will
called
tell
to
you.
the headmaster's office to like make sure that Lark isn't?
I mean, I bet there are people who show up and they're like, is this on the level? my friends doing this. You know what I mean? Like, I bet that
Yeah.
happens.
I don't. I mean, sure. I just don't know if she'd say much if she wasn't asked. I don't think she's gonna
Yeah.
volunteer if
No
people
one's
don't
gonna
want to
ask.
know. You know what I mean? Like, if,
There's definitely interest. Like Anya wants to talk about it and was told, like, forced to stop. But Veera looks at you like with that, not the same, like, she's clearly not as concerned as she is that she was about Celeste, but there's that same like protectiveness in her that comes out when she looks at you. So like you don't have to say anything, but you get the sense that like she would like to know you're safe.
like a whatever's left in my glass. I'll hold it out for like more.
Was it virgin? Yours was virgin, right? Yeah. Or
Drink first,
Drink.
then you can go.
Okay.
Drink first.
Abort.
Yeah, go ahead, Anya.
I just want to know what happens. You've only been here like 7 weeks. How are you already doing that? She looks at Veera like, are you impressed? Look at me. I was subtle.
That was yeah, no, well, it started before the school year, so
So like you knew each other where you grew up, or
no, we met on the way here.
is it like, and she looks over at Veera and she's like, it's his first year teaching here, right? She's like, yeah, like he just started. Like, oh, so you run into each other like on the way here.
Yeah.
And you did he tell you?
Yeah, didn't quite get to that conversation.
Anya 100% leans across the thing to high five you. 100%. She's like, yes.
I was like,
She's like,
yeah.
Lark, I thought you were. I misjudged you. I misjudged you. You had one drink and no rev I ever, but you have potential.
Potential for corruption.
Potential. Yeah.
Okay.
She looks so
All right.
happy. Like you've made her night. Like all this other drama and people are upset. But, like, she's like, now we've got to the fun secrets, right? Like everyone's like, I've done the, manipulative. Now she's like, we get the sex stories now. She feels much better.
Moss makes a mental note to maybe make more friends with more rangers.
Rangers are fun. Rangers are a little extra. They're a little extra, I will say. But in the best way. Sometimes you need an extra. What's Laura, you know zodiacs. What would rangers be?
Orion is the hunter, and that is the constellation for Libra.
Libras? Yeah?
Let me check.
I don't know what Libras are like, but
They're the scales. Very fair.
are Rangers fair? Yeah, all right. Rangers, I would say all the Rangers that I've played with in the server have like a very strong sense of what is right and wrong, whether or not they adhere to it. Okay. So yeah, Anya's just impressed with you. She's like, so what do you do? Like, you guys can't, like, can he hang out in the dorms? Like, where do you go for dates? How does that even work?
We go to town. The nicer places that students don't really go to.
Like that little, that fancy one up on like there's like a hill and it's got like fairy lights and shit and there's like music, like that kind of place.
That one.
Have you been there?
Don't go there. Yes, don't go there.
I can't go there. Do you know how expensive the entrees are?
I didn't.
I went once for dessert That's it. That's the scope of my ability to go there.
I didn't. Yeah, the ordering. I was like, oh, there's like a bookstore. I can take you to buy books. Anyway, I mean, what I really want is a horse, but I'm just kidding.
He's gonna buy you one?
I'm not gonna tell him to buy me a horse. No.
Told him to buy you a book, though.
No, I didn't. No. He suggested. I didn't suggest it.
So you get him to suggest buying you a horse, then?
But no, I can buy my own horse.
No, I bet Celeste has some really good tips on that, right? Like, how do you get somebody to buy you the things you want to be bought?
I don't always get what I want. I get stuff, but it's not always what I want.
Well, when you had success, how has it worked?
I don't know. It just shows up.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe you can't just do that then.
Sorry, yeah.
You're making a very Tina Belcher noise there.
sorry. I'm reading. Orion is the hunter. I'm trying. So I got that right. I'm just trying to figure out if Orion is part of the Libra constellation. I don't know it that well.
You need to do some research.
This is only from reading Zodiac Academy. Like, don't.
I was gonna say.
A very specific area of knowledge. Sorry, I was saying something and then I forgot.
So she was talking about like how you. So Anya was suggesting that you should manipulate Cal to buy you a horse.
No. I can buy my own horse.
Can you?
But
don't
Also,
you?
what would you
Isn't
do with
that curtains?
What? I mean, it was. It isn't now. It's obviously a dress. And second of all, it's good for the environment. Third, yeah, I can buy my own horse.
Hashtag Eco Warrior.
Hashtag Eco Warrior. Third,
I think also they literally have our time scheduled. When would you go back riding? Once a week?
Oh no, it's yes. It's more like practical. I mean, for to also own an animal, right? But also, is in case I need like a means of escape. It's a practical and an emotional purchase. Anyway, I don't know. Sometimes you go to his, and he doesn't really come to mine because there's students everywhere, or the classroom. But that was once, and I don't think that was a good idea. So
again, Anya's like, damn. All right, we need to play this game in like 6 months. And Veera's just like, okay, calm down. I have an excellent question. If you could have any kind of horse, what kind would you have? And then we can either decide that can either be a hard cut of the scene, or you guys can actually answer, and then we'll end the scene.
I want like a gray one, like a dappley, like spotty gray one.
Pinto?
But I mean, is that what it is? I don't know. I think it was pretty and fast.
Pretty and fast.
Yep.
I think that's the
Why are
cutoff.
you laughing?
It's
This
just
scene.
funny. It's just
Did
cute.
you should roll for your favorite horse. Is there a horse table? I feel like
I
someone may have made a
I will
horse
stay
table.
away from the horse
There's
table.
a horse table
Yeah.
somewhere.
It's D&D horse traits table.
I like the search of D&D horse traits because I mean, there's a lot that could be, but also it's such a strange.
Ooh, horse defect table. Jeez. People have done. Oh, here you go. D30 random horse generator.
Yep.
Here
I also got to that same page.
Here we go. D30 horse generator. Pay what you want. Damn it, I have to download the whole thing though.
Sorry, I wanted to tweet
I
out.
care enough about this joke to download a PDF.
I
Really
have
good.
a sheet here that's a D20 roll.
Okay, roll here I'll roll for Anya and Veera and we'll see what their favorite horses are.
Okay.
Anya's favorite horse is a D6 or is a 6.
A 6, a chestnut.
Okay.
Classic.
Classic. That makes sense. And Veera's is, oh my god, also is 6.
Oh,
Also
they have
a
the same
chestnut.
favorite
I feel like
Oh,
horse.
wait.
they have to love the same kind of horse.
Oh,
Like,
wait, is it a 6? According to the chart, it has like variations depending on like within each bracket what they get. So they are chestnuts with white socks.
Oh,
That's
there's like
cute.
one in the stables that they both love, and that's how they met. They were like hanging out in the stables,
God.
admiring this one beautiful horse, and it was just the perfect example of horse.
Anyway, yeah,
Thank you for finding a horse generator online, Luna.
it's a table. It's a whole ass table I found. You can have them roll a d6 to figure out if it's stallion, gelding, or mare if you would like.
Sure. Like, I mean, this is a horse that exists in the world now, so now I
Yeah.
feel like somebody write down what this horse is so I can add it to the server. It's a chestnut with white socks, and another 6. They rolled 3 6s.
It's a mare.
So what are we gonna name this horse that rolled 666?
Lucy.
What is it?
Lucy.
Lucy. I like it. So Lucy is a mare. And she is a chestnut
With white socks.
with white socks.
Yep.
Beautiful.
There's never like a horse vendor in this town. Like if one does want to purchase a horse,
There's
There has to
probably-
be like people who
Well,
graduate and then go
hello.
straight on adventures. Like there has to be a stable. Like
how expensive are horses, by the way? They're like 50 gold, aren't they?
They're up there, I think.
Horses
it's
aren't that
50 to
the
100
fast
gold.
ones are like
I thought, like-
75, right?
I think
the fast
a
ones.
war horse is like 200 gold. A draft horse is, I think, like 50 gold.
No, I need just like a person horse. Like a,
And
I think it's
just a riding
75.
horse might. I think a riding horse might be 50, and a draft horse might be like 75. I'm not sure.
Riding horse
mean,
costs 75 gold pieces. I was right.
75. Okay.
75.
75. That's a lot of
Yep.
money.
Mm-hmm. You can get a pony for 30. A
Ooh.
war horse is 400 gold pieces.
400.
No,
That's
it's
what it
I
is.
am rolling to see, there we go, how tall it is. For those of you who like horses, this is an important detail. It is 12 and a half hands tall.
12 and a half
Which is
what?
the really
feet?
really weird way that you measure horses. But that's about, so to the like the shoulder where you would put the saddle. That is, oh sorry, it was 12 and a half. Yeah. It would be about 4 foot 3 inches to the shoulder.
That's a short horse.
Didn't roll that great on its D8. There you go. So it's just like a very sweet little horse that has a very dark streak and will probably go cause chaos, and I will make a quest around the horse getting away.
Beautiful.
Benny
Love it.
Hill theme episode.
Stay tuned for more quests.
For more,
including
for equestrian quests.
Horse wrestling.
horse wrestling. All right. So yeah. Good job, everybody. Congratulations on sharing your darkest secrets with the people you just met.
Hey.
That's all I've ever wanted as a DM. That's all
We
I've ever.
survived.
Is that so
Yeah.
much to ask if you just drop your deepest, darkest secret to everyone you meet?
Yes.
That's so much to ask.
It is so much to ask, but you'll get
That's a
it.
lot to ask.
Can you imagine in real life if people did that? Like the first time you met someone, like you're at a party and you're just like, well, I mean, I've done that. I've definitely done that.
I've done that. Like, what
Um,
do you mean imagine?
Yeah.
I've done it. It was painful.
Hey, nice to meet you. What's your deepest and also darkest secret?
Yeah.
How about a drink first?
How about a drink first, then
How
I'll
about-
tell you.
How about a drink fifth?
All right, Charr, it is, I don't know, up to you. How close is this to the dance when you are down at Lake Ezar?
Morning of. It is
Morning of.
morning of. It is probably like just past dawn, like the other side of twilight, where there's probably a really nice rolling, low rolling fog over the waters. The sun's probably peering through the trees, but isn't fully up past like the tree line. But if you're
Yep.
higher up, it would be, sunrise happens.
Yeah, it's like 7 something. You've got like 2
yeah.
hours before class starts. Like a lot of time to get home, get packed, shower. It's a nice leisurely morning.
Yeah. So I'm doing the usual, going down to the lake. I think I do it maybe like 3-4 times a week even. But I think this week I probably have done it more than not, just because I think there's probably studies that have been not being neglected. I'm sorry, studies that have been turning up stale, or like information I already know is just being found in other books, and I'm just like, well, there's nothing else to really search for, so I'm just gonna come out here, see if I can make more leads. I think he's probably left a gold at that little altar each time he's been out there so far. At least one gold coin each time.
How many times since I guess you had the party was the first week of school. We're about 8 weeks in now. How often do you think you've gone to deliver an offering?
Total? I don't think I necessarily would have left an offering every single time. Most of the times I think I have. There might have times where I've missed it by just like being there and getting caught off guard with something. So I think if I'm going like 3 or 4 times a week, and this week I've been going more, over the past 7 weeks, I would say it's probably been I'd say about 20 times as of this time that I've actually left an offering.
Wow,
Yeah.
You've left some money for that.
It's only been a coin every time though so far.
That's true.
So
you've left 20, and then the first time you guys went, the whole club left a gold each. So that was another 20. So you know for a fact you've left at least 40 gold here, which is not nothing.
Nope.
Very generous. Very generous.
To my dragon kind.
So you're sitting by the shrine?
I think so. I think it's one of those things where I now walk up like it's like a toll road. I put the coin in the offering basket and sit on the other side between the actual little altar thing and the water, sitting feet in the water, and just
so
sitting there.
the pond is, the pond is a beautiful lake. It's huge. I don't know why it's not a pond. The lake is southeast of campus, so you kind of have to walk that direction. And then once you actually get to the lake, you go a little bit north, and there's this lovely little path. It's actually it's like a deer path, you know what I mean? So it's not like kept by anyone in the same way that the paths around the lake are, but there's a certain lovely aesthetic to the way it kind of bobs and weaves along the river, and sometimes you see the river and then it cuts in a little deeper, and it's a really, really nice walk. Like it's just lovely. The shrine, it looks like probably over the course of you visiting or Soslin visiting, one of you has started to clean it up a little bit. So there's actually some brushes that have been left there because you were kind of, busy. Last time you kind of had to rush away. It took longer than you realized. Yeah. But you've got some cleaning supplies there, and you've been cleaning the little dragon built into the little statue and cleaning it up. And then there's also a little area where you've brought out a couple of planks, so you can kind of like sit and relax. Or not planks, you can stand. You found a log that you pulled over. Yeah. To sit on, to just kind of enjoy the weather. Yeah. Are you thinking about anything in particular?
I think I'm actually thinking about the Masquerade, because of course Charr has his options. He could be illusioned to be a non-draconic looking creature boy. And he also doesn't know what he would want to do, because he feels like he doesn't want to go over the top kobold lineage garb, because he has his courtier outfits that he has. He has like 2 or 3 of them that he's brought with him that aren't just adventuring garments. They has like dedicated kobold garb for events and all that. But he also is like, but I'm not with kobolds. What are my options? What should I do? Am I gonna go with Soslan? Am I gonna go by myself? Am I gonna go with other people? I'm gonna go with the others who I've been hanging out with more, like Lark and Moss. And I just met Celeste, so I don't know what Celeste is doing. A lot of things. Just light contemplation of his options on the table for the night.
The sun's rising. There's this beautiful mist over the lake. It's like that nice, cool, calming kind of smell that it's just lovely. Yeah. And then you hear some movement from the path nearby.
I try to not pay any attention to anyone who's walking by, Does it just sound like someone's come out of like the brush, out of the
Yep.
water?
Yeah, out of the brush.
Out of the brush. I kind of turn very not quickly like huh, but more like to look over my shoulder just to see, because it's like someone just came out of the woods nearby. It's kind of strange.
Yeah. You see a familiar girl who you haven't seen in weeks and weeks and weeks though. She's got long blonde curly hair and she's wearing all kind of blue robes. She's got a very sorceress look about her. And she's looking right at you. Like she's like clearly wants to talk to you.
I look over and I'm like, and I scoot over on the log. If I was like in the very center of it, I kind of move over a little bit. And
I love
say,
this image of this sweet, sweet little paladin scooting over to make room for. I'm sorry, Charr. Charr, I love you so much.
I'm honestly picturing this being like not filmed, but yeah, filmed from behind, where it's like, he scoots over and maybe like the lights peering down from in front of them, so it's kind of like the water has a little bit of a glow to it, and they're both sitting mostly silhouette, like the shadowy backs of them as they're facing a kind of a lit up lake. And he scoots over, looks back, says, Did you want to sit? There's some space on here.
Yeah. Hi. I don't know if you remember me. We looked for dragons together.
We did indeed, and you were there to see a lot of my friends kind of help repel a creature of the night.
Yeah,
I remember
that one girl, she punched that werewolf in the face.
She punched that werewolf in the face.
Yeah.
What a neat thing.
Is your other friend okay? I haven't seen him in a while.
He went away to do what he had to do.
But he's okay?
I think so. I haven't heard back from him. But I mean, letters take some time.
Sometimes people don't send letters right away. It doesn't mean that they don't love you.
That's very true. That's very true. He looks over and is like, that's very wise. It's very true. What brings you out now, of all things? I haven't seen you in a very long time, actually.
I like this walk. I walk here like every day.
I'm here so frequently. I don't see you ever passing through here. Do you?
Sometimes I see you, but I don't want to interrupt.
That's understandable.
You're always really focused, you know?
I guess there's a lot on my mind usually, but
what's on your mind? Maybe I can help.
Well, there's kind of this event happening at the school later tonight.
Masquerade ball.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Have you heard other people talking about it, or?
I've heard people talking about it.
Do people? He looks around, starts like, how many other people come around this path? I mean.
So, are you gonna go then to the ball?
Yeah. No, I'm planning on going. I have a handful of friends I want to get to see, and it seems like such a fun event. But I just don't know what I want to do, because I'm probably going to be going as myself. But since it's
who else would you go as?
Not necessarily someone so short and kobold-like off the bat, since a lot of the people are trying to be mysterious and not necessarily themselves. But I also don't not want to be me, so I'm.
But you'll always be you. The way you look doesn't change that.
That's true. But I'm proud of how I look. And I'm happy of being who I am. And I guess there's just that, do I want to be a mystery to everybody more than I already am? Because I don't necessarily feel the most belong out of everybody, but I'm not bothered by that. I'm getting over that, and a lot of my friends have helped me feel otherwise, which is nice.
Why wouldn't you belong? They asked you to come to the school, right? And everybody who comes to the school belongs at the school.
There's a lot of depth to that. Because there's a lot of people who have come to this school, and not everybody gets along who comes here. And I don't not get along with anybody, which is a miracle, I would say. Someone so outside of the majority can.
I like the way you look.
He lizard blushes, which I don't know how that would look through scales.
Is it like blue or something?
I think maybe like his like soft parts of his body light up a little bit, like they change from like a soft orange to a little bit more of a flushed orange, I guess maybe. So maybe it's like one of those things like everything kind of softens for his non-hardened scales, and he kind of well, I appreciate that. I really do. He looks over and says, "You're you know honestly a very very beautiful person as well, and I feel blessed to be in your presence, I will say."
What do you mean? I'm just me.
Well,
I'm not special.
same to me. But I guess it's others who kind of give that meaning sometimes if you feel like you don't have the if you don't have that type of confidence, I guess. I get a lot of meaning from the people who care about me. More than I give myself, I think.
So, would it help if you didn't have to go alone? Like if you had a friend with you?
So I was thinking about Soslan, you know, the other green guy, but I wanna not be a crutch for him. Because I know that I'm very, you know, there for him, but I don't want to be the one he has to depend on for everything, because that's a very unhealthy dependency type of thing. But I like to assist. But
You don't have to go with Soslin. You could go with me.
are you gonna go? Were you going to begin with, or do you have?
I wasn't gonna go, but if you invited me, I would go.
I would love that.
Really?
That'd be so nice, and I'll get to know you more.
Yeah. That's really fun. I've never been to a masquerade ball before. What do I have to do?
This is my first as well. Well, it's a masquerade, so the way that everyone's talking is it's all mystery, and you're gonna be at least masked, so people are gonna be like, "Ooh, who's that?" But I mean, look at me. I'm one of 2 kobolds here, so if I don't have some magic, then they're gonna know it's me off the bat.
But like, what if they do know it's you?
That's the
Then
thing.
what?
I don't know. I think it's just a nice gathering of friends of maybe even enemies who have a chance to know each other on a plane they never thought they would because of that anonymity.
Then why don't they just make everybody look the same then? It seems like they're still telling people what's good and what's bad.
That's a good
Why
point.
why do you have to be changed? Why can't everyone else change?
That's what I'm trying to figure out how they're planning on it, because I don't know if the illusion magic they're doing is trying to make it so you see yourself and everyone sees you as a different image, or if everybody sees everybody as something else. I think that the latter there might be a more interesting way to approach.
Yeah. They should do better magic at the school.
Don't let the headmasters hear you say that.
What do they do?
Oh, there's just rumors that they're mean. That's all. And
But
magic.
why would they be mean if they're in charge?
Power goes to everyone's heads.
Oh. Okay.
So you know how people say that some dragons are ruthless once they have more power?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we've all heard the stories of like red dragons being tyrants.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's, you know, the only truth behind that just, I think, comes from disposition and what they're exposed to. And I have a feeling that the headmasters are in a similar way. Well, headmaster, I have only really seen one of them around. I only hear rumors about how they prefer casters, about how they're so snobby and just rude to everybody, and like nose up. Like you've seen those type of cliques of students every once in a while who are walking around arms crossed, nose up. Like I don't need to even smell the ones lower below me. So it's stuff like that. I think I see that more than not, and I'm worried that that's actually more truth than rumor with the headmaster.
I don't like that.
No, I think there's. I
Can
mean,
I tell you a secret?
yeah.
She like leans in really close and she says, "She's doing some really big magic right now."
Like as we're talking, like casting at this second.
Mm-hmm. She's doing something to the land. She's changing it.
How much of the land?
It's north of here, north of the school. It used to be all dry. It used to be like a forest, but it's not a forest anymore. I think it's a swamp. But it's not supposed to be there.
I'm gonna write this down just so I can have that context for that.
So I'll give you a brief overview of what the school looks like, and for those of you who are curious, we do have a map on the server, so you can take a closer look. Let me clicky over to the lore. All right, so we've got Iskar Academy is in this little inlet of water, so it's surrounded on all sides by water. So the school is in kind of the center. You right now are in the like southeast. Yep, I have to do the never eat sour watermelon thing because I never grew up. So you're in the southeast where the lake is. Kind of going east, you've got the forests, and then the forests have changed into swampland.
You said it was
the northern end.
Northeast then, so northeast forest.
It's pretty much north of campus, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah. It's sort of in the direction that the city is in, but not like the forest ends far before the city.
When we came to the school, I came through the north. Was it foresty when I went through it, or is it swampy when I went through it? Or is that did I go around it?
How many days ago was that?
That was as we came to the school. Like
so no, when you came to the school, you would have walked by this area exactly, and it was a forest. Like you're 100% sure that running from running from the lake, all the way up the east side, and the Caracat is past that.
Okay.
You're positive that was all forest.
Okay, I don't like that at all.
I probably should have made you roll history, but actually no, that was easy.
Do you want me to roll history?
You know that. Did I walk through a swamp? Anyways.
Right.
You know that. That's not a perception roll.
No, that's
you just remember that.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I would have had maps of that area to begin with that would have notated it was forest from beforehand.
Yeah. You actually do have a campus map that you were given.
Do I
don't know if you have it on you.
Would I also have just a general charted map, since I've courtier for kobold people just around different routes in general?
I'd say so.
Right,
Seems
cool.
like it would be a thing that would make sense for you to have.
There's always that one college kid who likes to have all different atlas maps hanging up. Cough, cough.
Oh yeah,
there's
a few cartography nerds at the school.
That may have been me when I was in college.
We're a cartography nerd in college?
Do you know how many different maps I had? Whether it was video game maps,
no, I
book
don't.
maps from the maps that come in from these. I had them everywhere. I had tons of them. I had a Nat Geo Atlas map that was probably 36 by 24, if not a larger size than that.
You're a hero.
It was sweet.
You're my hero.
It was sweet.
We're learning new things about each other today.
Absolutely, map lover right here. Hello.
All right.
Say, Aqua, how do you know about this?
I saw it, and I could feel it. Like, she's changing it. If you go there, you can feel it.
I don't want to go there just yet. That sounds... I believe you, and I'll take your feelings as fact.
All Probably good not to go too close to the border anyways. The animals are all freaking out. I mean, a whole bunch of them have to run away and find a new place to live.
Also noting. Are they all just around the border?
Did you say plot hook?
Ouch, my cheek. I wrote that down. Tell me if I can find out more from the inside. Do you want? Are you gonna plan on doing something about this, and do you want help?
I don't know if I can, but if there's a way, yeah. I don't like that she's mean to people and that she's changing things from the way that they want to be.
I don't like that either.
The forest doesn't want to be a swamp. The forest wants to be a forest.
If it wanted to be a swamp, it would have been a swamp by now.
Yeah, exactly.
On its own.
The school's already... Sorry. My mom was really judgmental when the school was built. 'Cause it's just so artificial, and they used magic, and it was weird.
You know, you still seem young. Where is your mother? Where do you live?
Oh, I live here. But she's just busy at work. But she'll come back. She always comes back.
I would love to meet her if she comes back. She seems like she would be really cool. Having this much wisdom at your young age is
You want to meet my mom?
that'd be cool. I love meeting people.
You're really cool, Charr. So do I meet you here then when it's time for the ball?
So the time for this, and I run through like the whole like schedule for when the ball's supposed to begin. Meet me at the. You said that the lake is to the southwest of the school.
Southeast.
Southeast of the school. Meet me closer to the school.
Let me see here.
And I'll give her like a map, or I'll take up my map and I'll like X a certain spot, like still near the lake, but like the path closer to the school.
Yeah, so that would probably be there's like a wildflower field. So let's say there's a sun tanning rock in the field, where like just a huge big like Simba style rock.
Mm-hmm. Do you know where the big Simba style sun tanning rock is in that wildflower field?
Smart ass. Yes, she knows where it is.
Wonderful. Okay, so I'll walk over to that area around this time. I believe the sun will be down. And he starts to like try to do like sunset time, and he's not necessarily that as good as he should be with it. Around the sun will be this high in the sky. So meet me here, or at that place at the rock, and yeah, I'm planning. I think I'm gonna wear. I don't know what I'm gonna wear. Goodness,
I think you should wear whatever you feel good in.
I feel good in anything I wear. I feel like I'm blessed in having this top of the line cobalt body here, so I feel like I can pull off anything. You know what? I think I'm gonna wear traditional cobalt garb. I think I'm gonna do it. It is more dress-like than anything else. It is longer, allows for tail movement to be very easy, very free. But the way it wraps over the chest really tight and like has like pointier shoulders, but like waist, or let's say like rib cage down, is a little bit more flowy and more.
Ooh, I love this cobalt fashion.
It's definitely more like, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. It's not like a flowy dress. It's kind of like a nice overcoat in a way, but it's very long.
Nice.
There's a slit up the back as it like you would normally see in a lot of like men's blazers that have like that concert tail that splits, but it splits down for the tail specifically.
Lots of fashion sense. This is why K-pop is so popular. K-pop and Cobalt Pop.
Cobalt Pop is all about the fashion. He also, I think, will generally wear on his horns, depending on how horns will be angled on different kobold, there's different like chain jewelry that would go along with it. So I think there's a lot of dangles that go along.
You dapper.
But he doesn't wear it unless he's like big event, and this is the first time he's had like a big event besides like getting to the school. So
you're probably gonna have a better chance of this than most people because you actually have some kind of like some formal training and courtliness.
I can be quite official.
Unless the Fae Sealy court counts.
But that's generally what I'm going to be wearing. I'll recap that next week.
Beautiful.
For sure. If you want to match something like that, I'm gonna be in more I think more greens and is there any colors that you like more? Because I have like 2 or 3 different.
There's one I really like.
Is it more on the Aqua side?
Head to toe blue, like head to toe blue, like everything on her is blue in a different shade.
I think I have like a green seafoam, green, teal, royal blue type attire that I can wear.
Beautiful. That's her preferred blue.
Is
it's
that
like that light kind of? It's not light blue and it's not middle blue. It's like sort of between, like right by Luna's right antler. Like that blue.
A very, very nice, soft,
like
but true blue.
Soft, true blue. I like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Thank your horns for me, Luna.
That is the plan, though.
Okay. So I'll meet you at the rock, and I'll dress up.
I'll see you there in my regalia. I'll see you soon.
Okay. And she like jumps up and she does like a little like. Actually, let's see how well she does at this. Let's see how she does. She does a like perfect curtsy, like a lady dress slide, like the leg slides out gracefully. You see, she's actually barefoot as she does this, and her feet are all muddy. But she can probably clean up.
I'm also barefoot, technically.
There you go. She does a little bow for you, and then she trots off into the woods.
So my mind never left the image of what I saw in the lake that one time. And me as a player knows the relation. Would this be a moment where Charr would like think like, is there a connection, and would maybe like pinpoint the eyes? Or
you could. Do you want to try? Do you want to do like what would this be? Would this be like wisdom?
This would be either perception or insight, I think.
Oh, perception you're not so good
I know I'm not.
Daylight, you're rolling at disadvantage.
This is early morning suns bouncing off the water.
Yeah. All right, go for it. Let's see your perception.
I'll take that disadvantage. That's fine. The first die I rolled was the blood flash at a strong 20. The second die I rolled was a strong 16.
Oh.
And I don't have anything to add, so it's with disadvantage. Still rolled a 16 on the die, and
that's still really good.
Yeah,
still
surprising.
Really good.
Very surprising.
I think you can decide, man. Like, it's your character, right? I think you've got some really like you're almost there. Like you're piecing it together. It's like 24 hours on this thought project. You know.
I have
like
no confirmation.
You're like something's up with Aqua, this girl who lives by the lake and only eats fish. And seasons them with herbs by the lake, and this she's not a baby, this young adult dragon that lives in the lake.
One day I'll get to the bottom of this.
You're like there's something. Maybe she knows it. She probably knows it's here. Like just rubbing. I feel like feel that power? Just because of timing. Like I feel like you'll have to realize it like at the ball.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
I'm cool with that.
Like at some point in the ball, you're gonna figure it out.
Gotcha.
But we'll find out when next week.
True.
All right. I think we're let's end it there. Let's wrap it up. So, obviously next week we'll do a little bit of the ball. So give some thoughts to your outfits, and of course, if anyone wants to share those on the server or on social media. It's always fun to pick out outfits for a fancy party. if you follow the server or you want to, you can check out the Discord link that Luna's going to post in the chat. You can join it and you can roleplay with us, and you can find out secrets like what's happening with the swamp in the north, and you can attend the Iskar Academy ball. But yeah, so thank you for joining us. If you missed any part of this episode and you want to share it, we are on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. And if you want to check out our social media or find us anywhere else, you can check out our link tree. As always, we're really glad you guys came out. Hopefully you had a good time in this this fun horror, well, not horror episode, but it's kind of horrible when you have to tell your secrets to everyone. But also dating dragons. So, you know, I'm promising on that D&D every week.
It clicked. Thank you.
Ah, delightful. We'll see you here next week at this time, Twitch at 6:30 p.m. EST. For now, though, have a great night, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.